Esterification is the process where we form an ester as a product. This is done, or this can be done in two ways. One, when we react an alcohol with a carboxylic acid, we get ester plus water. So we're forming an ester. That's why this reaction is an esterification reaction. Another way to form an ester is, again, alcohol. And again, we get an ester, but instead of carboxylic acid, we use an acyl halide, or particularly speaking in this case, I'm taking the example of an acyl chloride plus HCl. So these are the two ways through which we can form ester. So first we're going to look at this reaction where we have carboxylic acid plus alcohol to form ester plus water. So we're looking at reaction number 1. Okay, so carboxylic acid is this functional group. Okay, and this is going to react with an alcohol, which is this functional group. Now let's take a look. So during esterification, what's going to happen is that the alcohol is going to give out this H from its structure, and the carboxylic acid is going to give this OH. So this H from alcohol plus the OH from carboxylic acid are going to be removed, and this is going to form H2O, water, which we have seen over here. We'll have water plus the remaining structure is going to bond. So this part, the one that is in grayish black, and this part, these two structures are going to bond once the water molecule has been eliminated. So what we get over here as an ester is going to be R double bonded C double bond O, O, R. So what I did basically was I just joined this R, C double bond O, OR part to get this ester. So if you look at it, the functional group in carboxylic acid is this part, C double bond O, OH. In alcohols it is OH. In esters, the functional group is C double bond OO. So this is one way of forming an ester, and that is through the use of carboxylic acid plus alcohol, which gives us water and ester. Now let's look at an example for this type of esterification. So I have a carboxylic acid, which in this case it's going to be ethanoic acid plus So we have methanol, our alcohol, and our carboxylic acid is ethanoic acid. Okay, and just like we saw before, this alcohol is going to, wait a second, let me just kind of, okay. Now the alcohol is going to give out its H, and the carboxylic acid is going to give out its OH, and this part is going to be eliminated as a water molecule, and the rest of the thing is going to bond. This part and this part, these two are going to bond, and we're going to have CH3, C double bond O, O, CH3. So CH3, C double bond O, which is then bonded with O, CH3. So over here, this is a functional group for an ester. So how are we going to name it? Let's divide it. So we see that this part is the one that comes from the alcohol, and this is the part which is coming from the carboxylic acid, right? So first we're going to take the part which comes from the alcohol. So we know that the alcohol we used for this particular reaction was methanol. So this part is going to be methyl, and the carboxylic acid that we used was ethanoic acid. So we're going to have, so the name of this ester is going to be methyl ethanoate. This was an example for formation of an ester using the first category that we saw, which is carboxylic acid plus alcohol, giving us ester and water.